Hello guys, this is Kudo, and today we will start a new mini-series video about Firebase with Unity. So in this mini-series, I will show you how you can authenticate yourself using basic, classic, with email and password. Also, I will show you how you can authenticate yourself using Google Sign-in, everything for Android and also iOS for Apple, and also how you can use to load and save data and store it on Firebase. So let's get into it. So in this first video, I will just do the setup on Firebase and our project. So the first thing we need to do, we need to go on Firebase. So I went to Firebase, and this is the page you should went with your Google sign-in or anyway. So we need to create basically a new project. So that's what we will do. So let's go to console. So there it is, guys. So you will get this page, and we need to create basically your first project. So click on Get Started with Firebase Project. So I already create a project Unity, and I will use a project name or with my company. So the project name will be Unity Firebase Toolkit. So let me copy and paste it in Firebase like this. And what I want to do, so join developer program here. I need to accept Firebase name. Okay, continue. I will enable Gemini if you want to use the AI assistant. It's nice to have it. It's not needed, but it's always nice to have it. So let's continue. If you want to enable analytic for this tutorial, I will not need it, but I will still use it. I will still enable it if some people over there want to use it. Let's continue. Analytic location. So for me, I'm currently in France, so I will use France. And I need to basically also accept everything because it's Google. So you need to accept everything if you want to create it. So let's create the project. Okay, so my Firebase project is ready. So let's click on continue. And as you can see, so we can remove this, I don't need this. And as you can see, the Firebase is, my project is created. So the first thing I will need to do is to click on this icon, Unity, because I'm using Unity to use this project. So let's click on it. And as you can see, because I will use sign-in with, I will use this application to be able to be used on Android and iOS, I will register this app on Apple and Android. If you just need to use it on Android or just need to use it on Apple, just check whatever it's fit for you. Also, they ask for app bundle ID and Android package name. So in Unity, as you can see here, for Android and Apple, you will get the bundle identifier. You should, it's just an advice, you're not obligated to do it, but you should use the same bundle identifier for Android and iOS. For me, the identifier will be com.lprofessorkudo.unity.firebase.toolkit. So basically, it's the name of product and the name of the company. And I will use the same for Android and iOS. But if you want to change, like if you want to put lprofessorkudo.ios Unity Firebase and the other one .android Unity Firebase, you can do it, but I not recommend it to do it, but it's up to you. So what I will need to do, so just copy this and let's head back to Firebase. So the company, paste it here, and register the app. So there it is, guys. So right now I will not download the Google Service JSON and Google Service info playlist right now. I will do it after, don't worry, because this basically I will explain it very quickly. The service info and the .plist and the JSON is allow you basically to make the connection between Firebase and your application on Android and iOS. This is the bridge, this kind of bridge who will say, oh, okay, this is the application I will need to connect with. But right now, because it's incomplete to our tutorial, I will not download it right now. I will download it after, don't worry. So let's click on next. And you will need to download the Firebase Unity SDK. And basically, when you will download it, you will need to unzip it, and you will got all the SDK, the package for Unity to be installed. So let's click on next, continue to the console. So next thing you need to do for Firebase part, so we will need to go on, so where it is, we don't need this, we need to go on authentication here. So let's click on this, and let's get started on authentication here. And basically the authentication is allow you to add method to how you can log your user with Firebase. So in this tutorial, again, I will only show you the native provider, so email and password. So I will enable this. So we'll save this, and we will also add new provider. This is the base of this tutorial, the Google sign-in. So let's click on Google and enable it. So this is a public facing name, so you can rename it if you want, like this. And for the support email, I will use the Gmail account of my YouTube channel. Okay, we can save this now. And when you will save this, so as you can see, to be able to make the authentication on Firebase with Google and Unity, we need to add like a SHA-1, I think it's reading like this, to our Android device. So let's click on done. And what we need to do, so I will open the terminal on my Mac here, and I will execute this line of code. So I don't know the equivalent for Windows, I'm sorry, because I'm on Mac, and you will need to basically execute this terminal command to be able to retrieve your SHA-1 or SHA-256 of your computer. Keep in mind, this is only the debug of your computer. So basically, when you create an Android project with Unity, Android Studio, or Kotlin, or whatever it is, you will have like, so let me just on publish setting, you will have some project key. So you register. Right now we are registered with the debug key, and to access to your debug key, you will need to execute this line of code to be able to see your debug key. If you go on production, you will need to replace. So let me just go quickly on my project overview on Firebase. So let's click on it and project setting, and let's go here. When you will add the fingerprint, you will need to add your fingerprint production. So basically, the SHA-256 or SHA-1 of your keystore on Android Studio, on your Android port. I hope I make it clear. So let me execute this to be able to retrieve my debug key from Unity. So let's execute this. And as you can see, I will, of course, you can't see it because I need to hide my key. It retrieve my SHA-1 and SHA-256. So they ask me for SHA-1 or as you can see here, they ask me for 266 or 1, so I will use the 266. So let me copy paste it. Copy paste it. Save this. So this is El Professor Kudo from the future. So I just noticed you will need to add the SHA-1 in the fingerprint, so make sure to add it. I understand now that the SHA-1 and the SHA-1 is for debug.keystore and testing, and the SHA-256 is for releasing. This is what I understand. So make sure to add it to avoid any problem. And only now I will download the Google Service JSON right now. So let's authorize this. And also on the iOS part, the service info.plist. Let's download this. So now we need to add one more thing to our project. So let me just go on project overview, and we will need to add basically the database. So I don't know where is the search bar here. Run analytic build, maybe, yeah, this one. So Firestore database. This will allow us to basically save and retrieve data from our user. So create a database. Again, I will use Europe because I'm in France. Okay. You can start in test mode or production mode. Right now I just start in test mode because we are testing everything, and after you will need to change the rule, but 30 days is way than enough to make the rule. So let's create it. So, and in this Firebase database, what we want to do, so let's start a collection, and basically the collection, by default, the first collection is users with the S, because basically we'll register users. So we can hit on next, and we can just create like a fake one, and maybe the field, I will say users, like this, and we can save this. And as you can see, we just create our first user with some field over there. So we don't really need to keep this, but it's just like to create our first database. As you can see, we got the ID here and the field of user. But if you want, we can just remove this, delete document, and we just create like the default user, and by the code we can add more thing here. Now let's head back to Unity. So this is the 6 package you will need to import into your Unity. So the authentication, the database, Firestore, function, installation, and storage. Last thing we need to do on our Unity project, remember we download the service.json and the info.plist. So let's drag and drop them into the asset folder. So because I already downloaded some, I need to rename it. So info and service, like this. So make sure the Google service.json stay on the asset folder. Info for iOS, you can move it into plugin. In the plugin, you can drag and drop it into iOS. For finishing the setup, let's go on Google Console. So this is a very important part. So let's go on Safari, and let's go on Google Console. So Google Console. Let's sign in. And basically, so if I go on select project, as you can see, we got the Unity Firebase toolkit who already here. So let's select this. And basically, if I go, because I selected, if I go on the navigation menu, API and services, so let's click on it. So if you click on credential, you should have Auth 2.0 client ID generated automatically by Google service. And this client ID will be the key to make the Google sign-in effective. So make sure to have this. Please do not delete it, because we'll need to use this to be able to make the authentication. Okay, so one last thing we need to do, and after the setup will be already finished. So to make things very easy for everyone, so let's go on my GitHub page, and basically on my GitHub page, I will put the link in the description. My repository. I create like a Unity toolkit for Firebase. So you should download the release over there. So I make package of Unity. So if it's still on private, just comment if I forget to put it in public, because I will put it in public in September. Right now we are 1st of August almost. So make sure to download the latest release. So I will try to update it as much as I can. Go on Unity. Let's again asset, import package, and let's install it. So open it like this. So there it is, guys. So this is all the import and all the setup. In the next video I will explain how this package works, because there's a lot to explain, and there will a lot to do. So if you like my content, do not hesitate to subscribe, thumb up, buy me coffee if you feel like it, because this package take me like 2 weeks to 2 or 3 weeks to make it. I hope this will help the community for using Firebase, because I try to use basically the Google Firebase SDK, but the issue is not supported since 2018, something like that. So it's been like 6 or 7 years it's been not supported. So I hope this will help a lot of people, and I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.